Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon White 2. I'm your host, the PokeGamer. In the last episode, we took on Clay, got our, like next gen badge, 5th or whatever, and we made our way here to the Pokemon World Tournament. Of course, we didn't get to explore very much, but upon arriving, we basically are being forced to enter the World Tournament to kind of get a good idea as to how things, play out in here. Much like a lot of the other facilities, whether it be X and Y or previous, prior to Generation 5, you're only allowed to select 3 Pokemon, and I believe the same also kind of like the same item rule applies to that that you see in VGC or whatever, where you can only have like one of each item. But yeah, so the whole Pokemon World Tournament thing is really cool. You can battle a lot of different like gym leader leagues, you can battle champion leagues, you can battle all kinds of stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool way to try out Pokemon if you like RNG abuse them to get good Pokemon, because it's basically how you were able to do things in Generation 5, at least when it came to competitive Pokemon. But if you wanted to test out like a set or something, this was always a decent way of doing it, assuming that you didn't want to just play against someone else for whatever reason. Right here, this particular tournament is kind of terrible because you'll see why when you get closer towards the end of the episode. But as of right now, it's kind of like, okay, well, why is it bad? You'll understand why whenever we get to the end of the episode, basically. So, you also have set opponents for this tournament as well. The first being Hugh, the second being Sharon, and then the third being Colress. That's part of the reason why I decided to go with Lucario as my lead here. I knew I could do decent against the Serebii, and of course in this year I have the ground move. Of course I think I get either a terrible damage roll or just eat Gold Beef for whatever reason. And of course Tranquil, Rock Tail, because Rock Tail attacks. And, pretty sure Return would have killed it too. Tranquil is not very defensive, so it's a big problem. So, like I said, you have set opponents, Hugh, and you have Sharon, and you have Colress. Colress is a Steel type user, Sharon's a Normal type user, so leading Lucario is obviously the smart thing to do. If you're, for whatever reason, not using Lucario through your own personal playthrough, then hopefully you have a different fighting type, because it's very, very useful for this exact tournament. So, yeah. So while we're doing this tournament stuff, because I don't really know if I need to explain too much more about it at the moment, we have a couple things Pokemon related to cover first. For this one, and probably like 2 hours before this video got uploaded, I uploaded a shiny video, so I should recommend that you guys go check that out. It was a shiny Goomy, so if you're interested in that, go check that out. This kind of felt like plugging it in there, don't mind me. So like I said, we do have a couple of Pokemon things to cover as well, outside of my own shit, of course. The first being details about the World Championships have been apparently revealed, leaked, detailed, whatever. Anyone that goes can download a special level 50 Aegislash with the moves Wide Guard, King Shield, Shadow Ball, and Flash Cannon that's holding a Citrus Berry. And then the streaming schedule for Saturday is 9 AM Eastern, opening ceremony 9:30 AM Eastern, 5 PM, or 9:30 AM to 5 PM Eastern would be the video game stream, and then 5 PM to 9 PM would be the Pokemon TCG stream. On Sunday, 9 AM is the TCG Masters Top 4, 10 AM to 9:30, or 10 AM to 3 PM is the Pokemon TCG Finals, Junior, Senior, and Masters divisions. Serebii kind of screwed up their thing here. I'm assuming it's 3 PM to 6 PM is the Pokemon Video Game Finals, Junior, Senior, and Master divisions, and then 6 PM is the closing ceremony for it. So, lots of stuff to kind of watch for the World Championships. I intend on watching it as well. I might even post some stuff on my blog about things that I see, if there's anything interesting, of course. Same goes for maybe Facebook or Twitter, so be sure to follow me on any of those. So there's that. And the second thing that was announced as we get into the final thing of the tournament. By the way, this music's kind of cool. But yeah, the final thing that was announced was, for those of you who live in Germany, the special Pokeball pattern villain is to be distributed at special Gamescom at the special Gamescom convention in Cologne from August 14th to August 17th. This Pokeball pattern villain will match the one given in France in June and in Japan in August. In addition to that, Shigeki Morimoto will be at Gamescom on August 14th to sign autographs, and there will be a video message from Pokemon Game Director Michi Masuda regarding OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire, and a special Pokemon battle competition where you can win a copy of OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire. So, if you're capable of going, I recommend you do. You're obviously not going to be getting the game upon winning, you know, the tournament or whatever, but you'll probably get a free copy the second that the game is supposed to be out, which is cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a free copy of AlphaSapphire and OmegaRuby. But hey, I mean, if you want to pass that up, it's your choice. Obviously, nothing like that's happening in, you know, America. You know, I don't think anything like that's ever going to happen here in the United States. Let's be real. No one likes the United States enough, apparently. I mean, hell, we haven't gotten the Pokeball pattern yet here in the United States, and I mean, everywhere else in the world seems to be getting it. So, I mean, why should the United States ever get cool events? I mean, I remember a time when we got shiny legendary dogs, Zoroark basically being triggered in the games, stuff like that. I mean, we don't get that kind of shit. So, it's cool, I guess. Anyways, you saw Roxy in here. That obviously helps indicate the fact that you have the gym leader tournament in here. You also have the Elite Four. You have champions, stuff like that. When Wi-Fi was capable, you were able to download what's it called, teams and stuff from the actual like nationals and worlds. I have, I think, 1 or 2 of them downloaded on my Black 2, and you basically can go up against some of the best players in the game. Unfortunately, I don't think we have something like this in X and Y, which is kind of lame, if I may add. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if we still had that, because then you could actually play against decent AI. I'm sure they gave them really good AI for, you know, because, I mean, I've seen people play against those, and if you aren't really prepared, like really well prepared, or if you don't play much in that, you know, kind of tournament scene, you are not going to do very well against them. So, I mean, there's that. But since we're done with the basically, you know, easy, simple, whatever tournament, once we step outside, they kind of follow us, aka Hugh and Sharon being they. And we see Team Plasma up to no good again. And Colress decides to come outside and tells him, or tries to convince Hugh not to go after them because it's obviously dangerous. Sharon, being a part of, you know, the 2 years ago destruction of Team Plasma, basically, he's kind of putting his nose in it as well. Of course, we could get on the boat, but we're gonna go over here and get this PP up because, you know, they can wait. Literally, we could stand here for like 30 years and they'll still be there. So, I mean, it's not like we're in a rush to do much of anything at the moment. I kind of wish I had changed up my lead before I got on the ship, though. I really didn't want to lead with Duat, but, I mean, I guess it worked out. But, yeah, so, for those of you who do not know, this is Team Plasma's base. Team Plasma's new base happens to be like a sailboat / ship or whatever. Music's kind of cool on it as well. This was also displayed in the animated trailer for Black and White 2, which was really cool. So the way it starts off is we have to battle 2 trainers ourselves, one after a row, so we have like a very mini gauntlet to go through. And then, of course, we have to help Sharon and Hugh. So we have 2 double battles and 2 single battles to go through, and then we are kind of done with Team Plasma, at least for the time being. So, yeah. At least Duat has enough power, thanks to its modest nature, to kind of OHKO these things, despite the fact that the developers are very similar. And don't forget that I did EV train to the best of my abilities, of course. I can use the berries that I get from that chick on 95 to re-EV train, of course. So I'll have to double check my EVs. I'll just make double sure that they're what I want them to be. If not, I can easily just, battle against them at the very beginning of the game and just, get almost no experience, but get all the EVs that I want if I really want to. I think my EVs are fine, so of course the fact that it didn't kill the Trubbish, I may have to revisit it, but I don't know. Maybe the Trubbish is just especially bulky to the point where I guess I could kill it or something. I guess anything's possible, so whatever, I guess. But I kind of wish I could go and get the Egg Slash. I wonder if it has a set nature or not. It probably doesn't. Due to, like, I believe the Mamoswine that was given out last year was not a set nature. I can't remember. There was something that was given out and just did not have a set nature. And I was like, well, this is kind of disappointing. But, yeah. Sorry, I kind of yawned a little bit. Woke up not very long ago. My sleep schedule's still kind of messed up, and for whatever reason I've been staying up a little later in the morning. Yesterday I woke up at like 4 and I was up until like 8 o'clock. Now here's where I'm gonna just go completely off track of what I was just saying. Notice how his style land suddenly has Intimidate. He didn't have that before. So, I mean, there's that. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, his level was 25 or something like that. I'm sorry, like, why did he suddenly just become instantly higher level and have an ability change? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, did I miss something there? I was considering going for the rocks in here, but I figured anything that could hit it, that would kill it, would be fine, and leaving the Grimer for Stallion to kill would be fine too. Considering Stallion doesn't need to do much damage to kill the Grimer, of course. Then comes a Liepard and a Crocroc, which means the Crocroc is the huge threat. Time to get that shit out of here. Force palm that thing to the face, talk to the hand, and kill that thing, because we really don't want that thing beating around. Thank God it didn't have Intimidate. And then this should do more than enough to kill the Liepard. So that takes care of that. He was a bit more of a pain in the ass because his Pokemon actually don't change levels, if I remember correctly, and he still leads Serebii. And I'm pretty sure that if you've taken much notice to any of the Team Plasma people that we fought here, there's a lot of poison types. So, I mean, that's fun. That's very fun. So, again, poison types. And Q happily comes in, is Grass type. No, I did get a level up more than I thought it was still at 25 for some reason. It's weird. It's still kind of weak, so I mean, why would you ever bring a grass type to a poison fight? I mean, at least my steel typing makes it so that way I'm immune to, poison. But this is up to hold the ground, which the Grimer has Mud Bomb. So I mean, woohoo, super effective damage. It does like 2 damage. Surprisingly, but go for that return, kill the Coughing, and because Grimer is extremely fucking weak, Serebii should be able to kill it with Slam, so gets a crit for whatever reason too. That's great. She used to fast crit. But here comes Watch Hog and Raticate. I keep forgetting that Raticate actually has Sucker Punch, like at a really, really low level too. So I mean, that's kind of hilarious. It would have been a little bit more funny if I had Justified, which is Lucario's hidden ability. Because then if he had hit me with the Dark move, I would have gotten a +2 in attack. And yeah, I think it's a +2. It's either a +1 or a +2. Either way, you get a stat increase, which is more than enough to be overkill at this point. But I mean, I don't understand why he didn't go for the Sucker Punch again. Obviously, I'm gonna hit with a damage move, so why the hell not? But so yeah, we just kind of wrecked their face, and they're like, holy crap, they owned us. and what do? And then this guy decides to show up. This guy happens to be Zinloin or whatever. I can't pronounce his name. I kind of go through the text too fast because I don't really care. And of course the Shadow Triads here to kind of put their noses into shit as well. Somehow they just managed to not only teleport us off the boat, but teleport the boat away itself. So that's cool. So after a bunch of talking, we get to kind of get into the end of the episode, considering it took us over 15 minutes. So in the next episode, what we're going to be doing is making our way towards the next city, and hopefully we will be able to get started on that gym ASAP. We should also have a new team member by the time we reach the next city as well, so it's something to look forward to. So yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is the PokeGamer, signing out.